carry 20 cruise missiles, 600 each wing, and 8 in the bomb bay. So this is the roller launcher, and it holds 8. Two can carry 20 cruise missiles, 600 each wing, and 8 in the bomb bay.
Everybody, Captain Low here. We're going to play with a new toy we just put together today. This is the AAC Blackout, 300 Blackout. Put it on an Omni hybrid lower. We're going to see how she fires. So just kind of bear with me because I don't know what it's going to do yet. What would really help is if I were to put the bolt and charging handle in. Everybody's entitled to make a mistake, and this was mine. Alright, now we'll try this one more time. I'd do to get loud. Well, we were on a pretty decent there. We shredded some of it. Here's what we're shooting here. If you see, it's in the middle. This is the 5.56. This is the AAC 300 Blackout. This is actually a 30 caliber bullet. Same size casing, actually the very exact same casing, just cut down to be able to hold the 30 caliber. So that's what we got with the ACC 300. I'm shooting it as a flat top with no sights. Trying to do the best I can with it. I just wanted to see what it would do, see what kind of recoil it had, see how much power it had. And guess what? I think I'm going to hit a couple more through it and see what I can do with it. I may have been shooting a little high on it, not altogether sure, but either way that was 20 rounds. So now what we're going to do, we'll show you how easy it is to change this bad boy out. We're going to take it, pull it apart again. I'm going to switch it back over to 5.56. We're going to make it run a 5.56 now. Okay, we got it torn apart. Same bolt, same charging handle, just different upper. And there you go. Now we're on a 5.56 for the AR-15. And now we're going to have some real fun. Let's get... We'll try this again. You notice, same magazine, this time 5.56. Alright, and again, like I said, same magazine, different upper, same lower, same charging handle, also has the same bolt in it, bolt carrier group. Load her up. Let's turn this bad boy on, give you some light on the situation. There we go. There, load it. Whoops, thought I had it loaded. Oh well. Safety off. There. Okay, let's drop it. We got a misfeed here. Malfunction. Safety on. Let's get that out of there. See what's going on. Let's see if it's maybe my magazines aren't feeding properly. But as you've seen, with the 5.56 and the 300 blackout, it was still feeding out of the same magazine. We got it in there. Let's charge it up. Get it ready to go. Alright, magazine's not feeding properly, so we're going to put it on safe here. Hey everybody, Captain Low Crawl back again. Fresh off a Glock shoot down in Griffin, Georgia. Got the opportunity to meet a couple of my idols. Got to meet Gunny Sergeant Arlie Emery. He was nice enough to sign my hat. As well as I got to meet one of the MMA legends, Hoist Gracie. Very nice guy. Okay? But anyhow, back to the business at hand. Today we're talking about the modularity of the AR platform. Alright? We started out with the AR-15, and now we're going to upgrade it, and we're going to turn it into something a little more powerful with a little more kick. Okay? And what I'm talking about is this little guy right here. Okay? This is the AAC, Advanced Armaments Corporation's blackout, 300 blackout. Alright? If you notice from the video that I shot a little, previous to this that I put on the front, it didn't have the scope on it at the time I was shooting it at the range. Alright? Now we've added the scope to it, and that's pretty much all I've done to it since then. Alright? I did show you the modularity of it before, how you could switch out the AR-15 upper with the AAC upper, and you have two completely different guns utilizing the same lower, the same bolt carrier group, same bolt, and the same charging handle. Okay? So with those pieces put in place, let me tear this down real quick and we'll take them out and you can see what I'm talking about. This is your bolt carrier group. Alright? Most of you who are familiar with guns understand what this is. The bolt is the piece on the very front. Alright? This is the charging handle. Utilize this to pull the bolt back, to put it round in the chamber, and it's ready to fire. Let me put it back together. It should just slide right back in there if I can get it to go. Always make sure that the bolt is completely forward, so just give it a quick snap. Slide your gas block up inside the charging handle, push it forward, and it locks into place. Close it back up, push your pin back in, and you're ready to go. Alright, so that's basically it. I mean, I put an optic on the top of this, that way I could use it for, I don't know, I'm in the south, so we like to hunt pigs and coyotes down here. So maybe we'll go hunting some hogs with it one day and I'll video that and show it to you. But now to get back into what we were talking about earlier, the modularity of it. Now this other piece here, okay, this is the upper for the AR-15. Let me put it this way. This, I put a red dot optic on it, but as you can see, it has an A2 sight on the front, which is basically the military style of sight. In the lead-in video, you've seen where I had a little bit of issue with it, and I thought maybe it was the magazine. Well, come to find out, the sight also houses the gas block. Alright, and that sight had shifted. And when it shifted, it took it off the port for the gas block, so it basically operated as just a single shot rifle. I had to charge it each time to be able to fire it. Well, my advice to anybody, if you buy anything that's got an A2 style of sight on it, make sure that it has the drilled and pinned sight so that it can't shift forward or sideways. So that way you make sure that you can get a good feed on the gas system, which will make your bolt activate and it'll bring the next round in. Okay? Now this weapon here has been changed a little bit, the upper here. Alright? Like I said, I do have a backup sight on this. As soon as I get it to open up here, I'll show it to you. There it is. And it's a battle style backup sight. Okay, it will co-witness with my red dot that I have on the top here. Okay, so basically by looking through this, I can look straight through the lens of the red dot and down across the sight on the A2. So that's what they consider co-witnessing, when you can use one sight through the other sight without having to change anything. The other things that I changed on this is, as you can see, it's got a Picatinny style rail on it. It had the original plastic A2 style military handguard on it. I'm not too thrilled with that handguard, so of course I went to a free float style, which works out great for me. And then if you look at it, we'll turn it over here. You see I put a forward angled grip on it. Okay, I'll get it here where you can see it good. A forward angled grip so we can get a nice purchase on the gun. And whenever you're grabbing a hold of it, I also have a thumb rest here. So it gives you a nice place to put your hand where you make sure you're away from that barrel as it heats up so you don't get burnt. Alright? The only other thing that I did to this, if you notice, it's not the A2 birdcage on the front any longer. What I did was I put, this is the Pro Comp XL muzzle brake. And if you noticed in the video that I shot earlier, this had very little recoil and very little muzzle rise to it. And that's due to this muzzle brake. That muzzle brake takes a lot of the recoil away from it. It shoots basically like a .22 long rifle, or even lighter than that. And it has virtually no muzzle rise. And the purpose for that is if you're shooting competition, a lot of people use these for 3-gun competitions. By using a muzzle brake such as this one, it'll keep you on target a lot faster to be able to get your shots off so that you can maybe score a little bit higher, or advance to the next rankings, or whatever the case might be with 3-gun. I want to shoot 3-gun, I just haven't quite gotten there yet. As it is, I shoot Glock, I shoot IDPA, USPSA, several other ones, but I haven't shot the 3-gun yet. Okay, I do enjoy shooting. It's very enjoyable for me. It's recreational. If you have the money to burn up, which is basically what you do when you're shooting, then it's a good hobby to have. And if nothing else, you can do like I do and play with the guns and build them up, make them what you want them to be, and you'll have the weapons that you can defend your home and your family with. You'll have a hobby that you can spend some time with without getting yourself into trouble. You can do it little by little, take some time on it, figure out exactly what you want, do some research online, find out what parts you want, and make it exactly what you want. This one is almost where I want it to be, but this is going to disappear before it's all said and done. This is going to become a low profile block, and I don't want to cut this one off. I'm going to keep this for another build. But I'm going to put a low profile block in here, and I'll probably put an extended free float handguard on it. So that way I have a little more out here to cover up part of this barrel, so that way I got more that I can grip a hold of. I'm not one to hang a lot of things on my gun. I think it's just unnecessary. It would be nice to maybe have it long enough that I can put maybe a flashlight if I need it on there for any time somebody comes in my house at night. I can hit them with a quick beam of light to be able to pick them up. Makes it a lot easier for you. The only other thing I'd put on it would be maybe a small bipod or something for target shooting. But other than that, I don't believe in putting a lot of things on there. That's just my opinion. Some people like to hang everything but the kitchen sink on. That's their call. Who am I to tell them what to do? Okay? Again, one of the things that I had pointed out in the lead-in video was this. This is the magazine that I use in both of these guns. This magazine will hold both the AR-15 and the AAC blackout. Okay? And I'm going to show you why here in just a second. I don't know if you picked it up very well in the other video, but we're going to define it for you just a little bit better here. If you look at this right here, this is the AR-15 casing. All right, this is what houses the bullet, the powder, the primer, everything for the AR-15. If you look at that, it's a very specific size. If you look at it from the end, it's a very specific size. Look at this one from the end. It's exactly the same size. But if you hold it up this way and look at it, and then you look at it next to this casing here is off of a 300 blackout. It is the same casing as the 5.56 or 223, okay? They just cut it down and necked it to be able to hold a 30 caliber projectile out of it. It is very powerful. It's a very nice round. It's fun to shoot. I had a lot of fun shooting that gun. I wish I would have had a little better success with the AR-15, but I corrected that problem. And in the video, I thought it was a magazine issue, but like I said, it wasn't the magazine. It was the gas block shifted on me. All right. I'm hoping that everybody is getting some information from me here that they can use. It is a lot of fun. My biggest thing is protect your Second Amendment rights. Okay, protect your family. Be well trained. Okay, and be safe. That's the biggest thing. Be safe. All right. So if I'm giving you any kind of information you can use, give you some helpful hints, please like the video, subscribe to the video, give me some ideas of what else you'd like to see. I'm going to be coming up with some other ones here. I have a shotgun I'm going to be reviewing here very soon. I'm going to be looking at reviewing a couple of different 22 long rifles, a few more handguns. There's going to be several things I'm going to be reviewing. If there's something in specific you want to see, if there's a certain ammo you want to see me shoot to see how it handles, get my opinion on it. Now keep in mind, everything that I tell you is my opinion. It's not based on any kind of certain facts or anything like that. It's what I like, what works well for me. Anybody who's going to be a shooter, they're going to have to go through the same trial and error that I did and find out what works for you. And when you find what works for you, stay with it. Don't change. Alright? You find a grip you like, stay with it. Find a stance you like, stay with it. You find ammo you like, stay with it. Consistency is what's going to make you a better, more reliable, more consistent, more accurate shooter. So when you find what works, you stay with it. You don't keep changing up to see different things. Alright? Again, please subscribe, like the video. I'd love to hear some comments from people. Again, Captain Crawl saying good night, have a good evening, be safe. Thank you.